Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to HOI IV as we are playing as the French Commune. So sorry there wasn't a video yesterday. Unfortunately, I did have to go out of state to go look at a house. As I mentioned in that vlog in April, we are currently looking for a house and we want to move out of state since Colorado is just too expensive. So yeah, we're looking for a house out of state, and when you see one that you really like, which was the case with this house, you kind of got to go and look at it immediately and try and get an offer put out because they only last on the market for about a week typically, maybe 2 weeks tops in this market. So you kind of got to look at it as soon as possible or else it won't be there any longer. So I just got back tonight and it's a long drive. It was over 9 hours. So yeah, just got back tonight and recording this here, and I might have to go back here in a few days. So we'll see. It could end up impacting another video this week, but really hoping we get it because the last house we made an offer on, we got bidded out, unfortunately. Somebody else wanted it a little bit more than us apparently, or just had more money, I should say. So we'll see what happens, guys. But yeah, that's the reason why we didn't have video, and again, I might actually have to go back this week. We'll see. But yeah, the peace treaty, we knew this was going to fire pretty much as soon as we started here, so we'll be doing this peace treaty. In our horrible peace treaty system, the Soviets have already acted first, and of course they took Siam. So they puppeted Siam and also them over here. Now, because we occupied both of those, it was incredibly expensive for them, so that's all they were able to do. Yeah, it's just a product of this horrible peace treaty system, but the next DLC that's changing this up has been announced. I gotta say, I'm really excited for it. They also talked about some of the things that are going to be in this DLC. We're going to be getting the Italian focus tree that we've been needing since the game launched, essentially 6 years now. So the Italians are finally getting a focus tree. They're the last major country that doesn't have a new focus tree. Several countries have actually gotten their focus trees redone a couple times, or at least got adjusted several times. And Italy, I don't think they've really done anything for them. So the Italians are getting a focus tree. We're also getting a plane designer that's kind of like the tank designer or ship designer that we already have. So that's going to be exciting. The peace treaty system, they kind of talked about a few of the things that are going to be added in that. So you're going to have reparations, where you get like civilian factories, so you demand civilian factories. You can dismantle their military factories. You can have like a demilitarized zone, something I've been wanting for a while. So you can have one of those set up in peace treaty. Resource rights, so that you don't take control of the territory, they just give you the resources, which is interesting because, I mean, several times I've found myself just taking territory, you know, like Dutch East Indies or something. The only thing you really want is the resources there. But do you want to have to garrison it and all that kind of stuff? You would also like to have it as a puppet so that they can better use their manpower. And that gives you some of their resources, but annexing it is typically better for resources. A puppet can better use the manpower and factories there. But yeah, when it comes to resources, it's just better to annex it. But yeah, now you don't have to annex territory just for the resources. They got the resource rights. They're also adding division commanders. I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work, but they have assured us that it won't be like HOI III, where you have to essentially appoint a commander for every single division of the game, which was incredibly micro-intensive, and I found myself not even want to start new HOI III campaigns because of just how much trouble it was, how long it took to get everything set up with your divisions and, you know, with your OOB and just all the commanders. It's such a pain in the butt, and I was really happy when HOI IV changed it. I know some people don't like it because it was simplified. But yeah, I didn't want to set up every damn division commander. They said that it won't be like that. I think the divisions will probably have a commander automatically or something like that, and you won't really micromanage it at all. Instead, you're just going to be like maybe promoting the commanders, I think, and you can promote them up to like a full general, but otherwise you don't really interact with them at all. Also, divisions will have like traits and stuff now, or awards. I think that's what it is. So basically, it's like a trait. You know, it's going to give you a modifier, but you can give them awards. Some of those awards will be country specific. So you have really cool stuff coming in this expansion here. So I'm excited for it. We'll see when it comes out. If I had to guess, it'd probably be in the fall, before the Paradox winter break would be my assumption. Maybe not, because we are already in the summer, so that would have to be, you know, less than 6 months away, like maybe 5 months away, 4 months away. We'll see, guys, if that'll be long enough. Yeah, I'm really hoping to see it come before the end of the year. That'd be really nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and start doing this treaty. Again, it's such a bummer that's going to go down this way, but what are you going to do, you know? So let's go and puppet the Japanese. At least we'll be able to do that. I kind of wish the Soviets would have done that first and less I am alone, but it is what it is. And then with the Chinas, what I wanted to do was puppet Communist China and then give all that territory to them, but Communist China is the Chinese Empire now. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, all this is core territory. It doesn't really matter which one you do. So I suppose you don't have to do them. You could kind of just pick one and then give it to them. I suppose you could do Chinese Empire because they used to be. You think they would just like change their name. So you could just puppet them and then try and give all the territory to them. What's going to end up happening though is we're going to have like 5 different Chinas probably. Maybe just like 3 or 4, but yeah, it's just going to be messed up, guys. So with them subjugated, we don't want to take any territory yet. Yeah, we don't want to take any territory, you know, for them. We can't yet until after the them been created. So we're going to have to wait for that. We can take some territory for ourselves, like some islands or something. I'm not incredibly excited about taking any of these islands, but it would be helpful for the war with the Americans, I suppose. So maybe we might want to take, I don't know, perhaps these islands here. I could see perhaps taking these ones. It gets us as close as we can get to Hawaii. Maybe take Marcus Island as well. Yeah, we'll take those 2 for now, and they're not a lot of points. Let's go ahead and also free Korea, because why not? So yeah, we'll satellite them. That'll be some points there. As far as other things to do, because yeah, you can't really take any of this. It's probably just taking islands, I suppose. Yeah, it's just such a shame that we weren't able to get Siam. But yeah, we could just take all this for ourselves, take it from Japan. Is that all we... Yeah, it looks like that's all the points we have. These are kind of expensive because we didn't really... We're not the ones who occupied them. So yeah, they're kind of expensive, unfortunately. I suppose we could take this one here. That's worth some resources. So yeah, we'll take that. These are cheap, but we can't afford them. Alright, so that's probably going to be it. Nothing really exciting here, guys. And I do expect that they'll... Yep, they've already subjugated. So yeah, we're going to have a bunch of different Chinas. Again, it is what it is, guys. Let's try and get our China as much territory as possible, though you can see that they've already taken all this, so it's going to be all messed up, guys. Again, we can fix it in the console commands, but we're going to be quite limited. But yeah, we'll go and take all this here, since you don't have to worry about them, you know, doing anything else with Japan, outside of annexing that territory, I suppose. But yeah, we'll make sure they'll have Beijing and try and get as much of the coast for them as well. Luckily, it'll be cheaper for us than it will be for the Soviets, since all this territory is occupied by us. Yeah, I think that's going to be it, guys. I don't know about to get anything else, although there might be those cheap islands. They might be cheap enough for us to get. No. Alright, so that's what we got, guys. And yeah, they just keep on. Yeah, that's a shame. So they basically puppeted every single person they could. Or every single tag they could, resulting in a bunch of different tags here in China. So again, kind of a shame. Not much being done about it until the treaty's over. So yeah, let's go and take as much of this as we can here. We take that one, we cannot. Borders, we just need to go ahead and accept that they're going to look horrible. And there's going to be nothing I can do about it, so... let's go ahead and see if we can't get the islands over here that we've been trying to get. The Caroline Islands? No. Still too expensive. So, I guess we'll leave this as is. Go ahead and enter turn. They've taken Taiwan. They actually annexed Taiwan. Okay, well, that's an interesting choice there. We're going to keep on doing China. This is what I want to make sure we get as much of this as possible. I hate that that's going to be 31 points. Damn. Can we just get Shanghai then? We can just get Shanghai. We might have to pass here soon, guys. I'm trying to do as much as possible, but you can see that the points are becoming a problem. We're going to annex the Caroline Islands, since we've been trying to do that for some time. And that's probably all we're going to be able to do. So let's go ahead and... I mean, I guess we can take a look at Japan, see if anything's really cheap here. Probably not. No. Alright, so let's just end our turn. And we're just going to have to pass, guys. There's no way around it. This seems they annexed more territory from Japan. Yeah, let's just keep on messing with China here, trying to get as much as we can. Yeah, again, I hate that we got to spend all the points just for that one, but we don't want it to go to anybody else. Just can't get that. We can get this one. Gotta make sure we don't create horrible borders, though. I might just fix all this in the... I am kind of considering just fixing everything in the... after the peace treaty, because, yeah, there's really not much I can do here to not make it look horrible. I mean, it's, what do we got, like 3 different Chinas? 4 different Chinas? So yeah, we might want to make some adjustments there after the treaty. We can go and take that, annex that for ourselves, I suppose. And there's still Iwo Jima, Okinawa. It looks like that's it. I don't think I'm about to get any of that. Those are both really, really expensive for us. So yeah, we won't be able to get those. So let's go and go back to China, and then we'll take over these cheap ones here. Or that cheap one there. Maybe this one too? No. And, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter what we do here if I'm going to fix it all in the treaty. Or after the treaty. So, yeah, they've taken more territory for their subject China state. Yeah, these are just so expensive because the Americans occupied it. I think we'll take Iwo Jima. But after that, yeah, I don't think we're going to do any more over here. Let's just do China and Japan. So we'll go and continue working on China here. Take over all this. Or nope, we'll take over that. And then that's probably going to be it. Yeah, we can't take that 11-pointer. There's probably not going to be much else we can do here. We can't even take the 19-pointer. Okay, I didn't realize that. We can take the 11-pointer. Alright, so that's what we'll do. Then their turn. And you can see that they're causing all kinds of problems with the borders here. Yeah, we would have to fix it. I don't think we can leave it like this. This is horrible. Alright, so we're going to annex those. And since we're going to probably just merge these two, it doesn't matter that we take that one, though we don't have the points. So let's go and see if we can get anything for Japan. Probably not. No, sir. I guess you get these ones here. This could create a serious problem, though, if you don't get that for them. That could look horrible. It is what it is, though. Let's go and end our turn. We're going to pass once. And then, is there anything left for... No, there's nothing left for China over here. Okay, so let's go and just work on Japan at this point. You could get this cheaply, get Okinawa cheaply for Japan. We can't annex it for ourselves for cheap, because again, the Americans do currently occupy that, so it'd just be better to get it this way with Japan, stop the Americans from getting it. As of right now, the Americans haven't gotten anything, which I suppose you want to get this one too right now, because the Americans occupy that one as well. So we're doing this a little out of order, but it makes sense if we're trying to stop the Americans from doing stuff. Alright, so I think that's it. That's all we're going to be able to do in this one here. What happened to South Africa? Did the Soviets subjugate them? I think so. But yeah, the situation is what I expect it would be in regards to the points. You know, America and who was the other country? Britain. They were not going to get to act in the treaty at all. The 6% that they had was just not enough. Alright, so we'll only be able to get those ones. Let's go and get this last one for Japan. And I want to say that's it. Maybe not. Oh, okay. This did not go to the Soviets. That's interesting. I suppose it would be helpful to make sure Japan has some oil to fuel their ships, because they still have a fleet left, like, I don't know, 90-something ships. Frankly, I don't know why the Soviets didn't take it themselves. But yeah, we'll go and take that, and then that's it. That's the peace treaty. So yeah, we're gonna have to fix this, guys. Soviets did everything I did not want them to do. Okay, that's what happened in South Africa. I forgot we already had a South Africa. Our own imperialist South Africa, and that's the reason why that wasn't really in the treaty. Got it. Okay, so how are we going to fix all this? Well, obviously, the People's Republic of Ma needs to be annexed by Communist China. I mean, that's clear. This is horrible. And I suppose you could just go and annex them as well. That makes sense. But the only thing I'm worried about here is that we're taking a lot from the Soviets. Now, we're all allies, so it doesn't really truly matter, but we're taking a lot from the Soviets and not giving them anything in return, particularly if I take Siam from them, which what I really want to do. I want to annex Siam. I don't know. Let me know what you guys feel about Siam. Would that be too cheaty, us annexing this? I feel like we should. It's ours. We occupied it. We took it. We took over it, you know, pretty much by ourselves. They did these naval invasions that failed. They wouldn't have taken it. I mean, maybe they would have took it eventually. Yeah, we conquered the majority of it. So we occupied it the whole time. We garrisoned it the whole time. But if we take that and all of China, then the Soviets essentially didn't get anything in the treaty. So let me know how you guys feel, because I feel like you absolutely have to annex these guys here. Though I do need to see what their tag is. Well, let's go through here first. So we need to do the debug first to see their tag, which is XSM. And I suppose the easiest way to do this would be to tag over to the PRC and then annex XSM. And there we go. Alright, so we fixed that. Do we want to annex them as well? I feel like we should, and just have one big communist China. That's what makes sense. But what we're going to do is, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to wait until I get your guys' feedback in the comments of this video on how you guys feel about me annexing this into the rest of communist China, as well as annexing the Thai People's Republic into our own territory. Because again, I feel like these are all rightfully ours. Same thing here. I mean, the Soviet Union didn't really do all that much in China, and frankly, I've already used the console commands in this series, and I feel like it's justified given the situation here in this, what happened in this war, and the fact that the peace treaty system is so broken and will be changed soon, hopefully for the better. But yeah, until then, you're kind of just dealing with this horrible peace treaty system, and yeah, just I feel like it'd be better to annex this into one big communist China, and this should be rightfully ours. I want to know how you guys feel about those two decisions. I won't do anything yet until I get you guys' feedback. But yeah, let's go ahead and start getting ready for the war with the Americans. We need to cancel their military access. I've already got troops over here. I sent more as well. I got a whole nother army coming over here, actually. Yeah, we got this army here that's on their way now. Got more troops training too. So we got these guys training up here. And yeah, we'll send them over to American, and that'll probably be the last war, I think, is just against the Americans here. Unless the British leave our faction, in which case we'd cancel the war with America and just fight them instead. The British, since that's who we were originally planning on fighting in the first place. But yeah, we would do the Americans otherwise, and we're just going to do this last war, and that's going to be it for the campaign, I think. But yeah, let's go and start getting ready for that. We need to send all of our troops over there. So these guys here, they're going to be on the rest of the border, which is not really going to be so much about pushing forward here. It's going to be mainly just defending. We'll push forward if we can, of course, but yeah, that won't really be the goal there. So we're going to get rid of this here and this one here. Don't need to worry about those naval invasions anymore. And we have this army as well that was over here. They need to be placed somewhere. I suppose you could split this up, but what we really need to do is have somebody doing naval invasions. He's got 12% on the invader. Where's he at? He hasn't gotten it all. Okay, so it makes sense to do the invasions with this guy here. We're going to go ahead and hit all the American territory that they have in the Pacific. Do a little bit of island hopping, I suppose. So, I mean, we don't really need all these. The key is, of course, to get to Hawaii. So might go with Midway and then Hawaii. Also, it makes sense to probably attack a 2-island if you wanted to do an invasion of Alaska, though might not be necessary because we have this territory here that we can invade from. We don't typically have control of all Canada when we do invasions of America. That's not usual for my campaigns. But yeah, let's go and set up some naval invasions. So we'll do probably several simultaneous invasions is what I'm thinking. All right, so let's go and get these all set up. We'll do an invasion of Guam from here. And from here, we would hit both Midway Oh, it would just have to do 2 invasions, I think, in this location, because yeah, there's nothing else that's really close here. Oops, turn that off. But yeah, Midway and Wake Island from here, and then yeah, I guess we'll hit them there as well. I don't think we have any large ports anywhere around here. Well, that one's not too bad. I think it's this one here. All right, so we'll need to get all these troops sent to those locations, and we'll, split them up, and then we'll also have to build up the ports in those locations as well. All right, so this is how we're gonna do it. Let's go and start with the mountain troops. You know what? Actually, they'll go over here. Yeah, we'll also invade from over here. All right, and we'll have both of them come over there, and just maybe one more division here. These are a lot of invasions, guys, so I don't know how many we'll send in each one. Let's just take a look. So we have currently 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the one up there, so 5. So you can do about 4 to 5 divisions for each one, I suppose, which we're only doing 3 there. All right, so that should be good. That gets you 5 there. Yeah, 5 in all these areas with the exception of this one, which would be 4. Alright, so that works out nicely. And then we have all those troops that are protecting the ports here. We'd probably want to move them to different ports, is what I would assume. You don't need them all over here. Yeah, I'd expect that we're not going to face invasions over here. We could. There's possibility. You face them from the Philippines. But it's far more likely we'll see those invasions over here in any islands. Well, I guess we don't really need to defend all these. Yeah, we don't really need to defend all the islands, but we will if we have the troops. Let me just see where they're all at over here, where they can invade from. Make sure I didn't miss anything. There is that one island there. We didn't set up an invasion over here, I suppose. But I don't really feel like we need to take every single one of their damn islands. Yeah, this is mainly just to make sure we can secure the way to Hawaii, but I don't know that we're going to take those ones there, guys. So you could make an argument to defend this territory here. I don't think that'll be necessary, though. We should probably protect our territory that's on this side instead. Now, I've already sent a few troops over here. This army here, we've got troops going from there into... I think they're going to protect these 2 ports. Yeah, I believe that's what I did. But we could put some more over here, since they're likely going to face invasions over here. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll put maybe a couple over here, I think. But let's just see where all these guys are located. This is the wrong army. We got 2 purple armies, apparently. But yeah, I'm just going to take a few of these and get them coming over this way to protect this these ports here. We get one going there, one going over here, which I think we have to stop them, and then one going over here, which I know we are currently protecting this, but one more division wouldn't hurt. All right, excellent. So that's 3 divisions going over there. Let's go and take a look if we got any more troops we might want to move. We could protect this, I suppose, just in case they invade from the Philippines. I suppose they could also invade China. So I guess we can put like a couple divisions over there, stop that. At least a couple areas. We can't protect all the ports along here. I don't really have much interest in doing so. But yeah, if we got like extra troops, protecting, we got like 2 protecting a port, then I could see moving one of them. See if there's anywhere else that's going to be key to protect from invasions in the Philippines. That's probably it. I know there's other islands they can hit, other locations they can hit, but hopefully we'll control the seas, right? I mean, the Americans, I don't know what size fleet they have left, but we have the remnants of the Japanese fleet. We have our own fleet, and then all of our subjects who have some ships. I remember that the Germans had a little bit of fleet left, as well as the Italians, and they've been building fleet ships up too. And then of course you got the Soviet fleet, the British fleet. So with it all combined, it's a chance that we can win. I don't know where I'm trying to put this guy. I guess we'll put him over here, maybe in Hong Kong or something. Yeah, there's a chance we could win in the seas. We did lose a lot of manpower when we lost control of China, but that's okay. How about our factories and dockyards? Yeah, we did lose a lot of these as well. Okay, not surprising. So what we'll need to do is just rearrange this a bit. We need a lot of support equipment, so we're going to keep that as is. Infantry equipment, we can pull back on that, I suppose. I know we're upgrading, but yeah, I think we're going to have to pull back on that just a little bit. Trucks, I think we only have 2 factories going towards that, but we could pull that back too, I suppose. Anything else that we can pull from? Not really. It's going to have to be planes, essentially. So yeah, let's go ahead and pull back on the infantry equipment. We'll also pull back on the trucks by 1. And then we're going to have to pull back on planes a lot. Yeah, because we have like none going towards naval bombers right now. I'm also building military factories. Pull some from there as well. Yeah, we'll just pull all those actually. Since I don't even know if we're going to get the heavy tanks now. I don't know if it makes sense for us to even try and get those. I think it'd take too long. And I'd like to get this war started as soon as we possibly can. Basically, as soon as the units are in place for all of our invasions. So yeah, let's go and let this play. We're going to want to speed it up. It's just about waiting for the units to get to the locations. Though I guess one thing to consider is that we actually can't declare war yet. We have to justify a war goal on them. So we have the political power to do so. Let's go after, we'll just say we want New Jersey out of all places. We'll just go after the capital here. 25 political power, 125 days. So we'll start working on that. And let's also spend this political power on anything we can here. I don't know what all we can get because we're not at war, so we're kind of limited. Yeah, there's not really too much we can do here. Outside of maybe decreasing democratic support, I guess. You could do that if you're willing to sacrifice some stability to do so. I mean, we could use more support. And we don't have anything else to spend the political power on, I suppose. Not while we're at peace. So yeah, let's go and do the anti-democratic raids. It leaves us with 142 political power. I don't know if there's anything else we want to change over here. Like maybe get rid of him. I mean, it makes sense to get rid of the silent workhorse since you don't need political power anymore. So once we get 150, I think we'll get rid of him. Also, we have a trait to get for our admiral here. So let's go ahead and do so. We're gonna do the we'll do the load and drill master, and we'll want to move all these ships now in preparation for the upcoming war. So what we want to go and do is just remove all regions from both of these here. Well, these guys, I suppose you can keep them here. Yeah, we can keep them here. We'll just change up the regions they're covering and then take them off their orders for now. Yeah, that'd be the best way to do it, I think. So let's go ahead and take them all off the convoy rating. We'll keep on convoy rating for now until I get this assigned. But yeah, we won't cover certain zones anymore if it's just not necessary. Yeah, so because some of these places, yeah, I just don't think it's going to be all that helpful to cover. So yeah, let's go and cover these. We'll pull back on a lot of this here. Although, you know what, we do have to cover that one if we want to do this invasion, don't we? Yeah, we got to cover a lot of this. All right, so that's a lot of zones to cover, but it's a lot of task forces too, so I think it'll be okay. Do we want to cover this one? I suppose we will for now. I don't know why they'd ever be going through there once they pull all these troops out, because I assume they're all leaving. I guess we'll keep it as is for now. But yeah, let's go and take them off the convoy rating. No longer necessary for them to do that. And put them into, we'll just probably put them all into this one here. And then we'll probably want to spread these around a little bit. And then another thing we could do is go ahead and make this newer battleship our pride of the fleet. That's only 100 political power. I think that makes sense. So let's go and do that. Let's be the new pride of the fleet. All right, so let's go ahead and take them, move them up here. We'll keep this fleet down here, I believe. Currently it has 5 capital ships. And so we'd want about 15 escorts, which right now we only have 14, so we need to send them another one. I think they lost one. I think that's what happened there. And then we'll have them come up here, and this one will join into this fleet here. So that'll put them at 7. So yeah, we do have a shortage of screens here, unfortunately. What I might do is put another battleship down here, though. I can see doing that. But no matter what, we have a shortage of screens. That's a real problem. So not surprising. We want them to do their naval invasion support over here. And as for their regions, we can't do anything yet as far as assigning them. It looks like they don't have anything assigned now. Did I take them all off already? I don't recall doing that. Okay, we'll just wait to do on this. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and let everything move around. Oh, planes. Planes, guys. There's so much to do whenever a war ends and you're getting ready for a new one at the same time. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's got to get taken care of. So we need to build up air bases over here. I never built those ports up over there either. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's got to get done, essentially. So let's go and start working on it. We need a ton of air bases over here. Can't build the radar stations, unfortunately. But yeah, we're going to need like all of this built up, I think. I'm also worried about supply over here. I don't know how large the port is. Looks like it's a level 6. Is that the biggest one? I assume so, but let me just kind of double check here. So we might want to build that up, get the maximum amount of supply into this region as we can, into Canada. So yeah, let's go ahead and build up the port. Build that all the way up. And we'll take all these up at the top soon. This one here, where is this? And there's no fighting left in China. This is going to be... I mean, we spent so long to build it. We'll just wait. I know it's useless. But I don't want to, you know, watch something happen and we need it there and then I'll regret it. I don't see what could happen there, but, you know, just in case, we'll keep it there. So with the rails, are these good to go? Yeah, they should be good. I think the rail system is fine here. Supply hubs. Do we have enough supply hubs, I guess, is another question we need to look at. We only have one here. That probably won't be enough. And if we want to build supply hubs, you got to build them. You got to build them early. So we'll build one there. Over here, I mean, you do have all these supply hubs here, but even then it might not be enough. And we have all this time to build now, so it makes sense to get any supply hubs we want built right now. Also here, this is going to be an issue. All up along this zone here, it's going to be a problem. So let's build supply hubs in all of these areas. Yeah, really start making sure we work on those early on, since they do take so long. So yeah, we'll build one more here. It needs to already be on the rails, though, on the rail network. So let's build it. I mean, this might be enough supply, but who knows? Once our allies put troops here, it wouldn't hurt to get another one while we're doing this early. Although we still probably won't get all these built in time for the conflict, because I'm going to declare war as soon as we possibly can. So yeah, we're going to build another one right there. We have one here. We have one here, but this is going to be a problem. This big old stretch of territory here where you don't have a supply hub. You just have that one up there. And I think this will still be an issue. So let's go ahead and build one here and get it connected. And I think level 1 will probably be big enough. So then air bases, we got that one going. Let's go ahead and build this one up. And then we'll build one over here as well. Probably just a level 2. Should probably get air bases all up along here, I'm thinking. So yeah, let's build the air bases up all throughout this territory. I don't know that we'll get anywhere near close enough to get all this built, obviously. That's okay. We want another air base here. Air base over here. Yeah, we're not going to get all this built into that right now. But yeah, we'll build another one there. And then we need to build all the stuff up here for the invasions, where I think level 1 ports just will not be large enough, especially this one here. So, because we have 2 invasions that are launching from there. Here, we'll just build up to level 3. Alright, so that should be good. I guess you got this one here, but that might not be an issue because, yeah, they can get the supply all through here. I don't think that will be a problem. Alright, so we need to tick some of that up to the top. As you can see, I'm building a stupid amount of stuff right now, so we want to do the supply hubs last, so they're at the very top. Since, again, they do take so long to build. Yeah, you can see we're not going to get... Yeah, we're not going to get all this done in time for the war. We'll do as much as we can, though. And then let's make sure that one supply hub is up here just to finish it up. Alright, so I believe we're good to go. We have the cipher for the Americans, right? No, we're working on that. 54 days to get that done. I already sent all my operatives over here. And we'll get the intel up. And then what we'll do is we'll do an operation against them. We'll probably do that now, actually. Alright, so we want to do the prepare a collaboration government. So let's just go ahead and put our best operatives in charge here. Well, I guess these guys are all level 2. I mean, you gotta level up anyway, eventually, but let's go and commence that one ready. And then what we'll want to do is just gotta move these around. I think I might have just sent... I think this guy's good to go. Yeah, I might want to move around a little bit here. But yeah, try and make it so we can capitulate the Americans quickly. And of course, everybody's going to cancel their Lend-Lease with us, since we're no longer at war. We're also not lacking the equipment anymore over here, so we can go ahead and pull back on these, because we have plenty of those now. Since we were needing those for China. That's where we were needing equipment the most. Support equipment still short. Yeah, everybody cancel their Lend-Lease with us. Yeah, just let this go. Speed 5, we will be able to declare war on them on the 23rd of August, guys. And I don't know how well we'll have this border set up at that point. It's hard to say. We do have more troops though, so let's go and get these going into... I expect this army here. Though... supply could become a real problem. We have the supply hubs, of course, that are being built, but yeah, I don't know if they'll get those done in time. There's nowhere else really to put them, though. Oh, yes, I forgot about this army. So let's put these tanks over here. They can invade into this flat territory. Should hopefully have some success. The plains here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. They'll just kind of help out. Now, there's not really any victory points over here, but yeah, we can push forward, and maybe we'll be able to cut some troops off. And I did forget that the planes are still flying. You know, I was like, oh, we need to get the air bases built. But yeah, there's no reason to have them flying right now. Other than it helps mark where they're at, I suppose. But yeah, let's go and get these guys moving. So they need to move. I wanted to move them over here. So for right now, we'll just put them there. Take them off their orders. But yeah, these are a ton of planes that got to get moved, guys. Quite a few. So yeah, let's just... Good God, yeah, this is going to take a while to get all these moved here. I almost want to do it off camera and just kind of move them over here. Because, yeah, it's going to take a while to get all these. Like, let's move these guys back to France for now. They can, like, train up there. I have a bunch of planes in France, as you can see. Which is why we can actually afford to take any close air support off of the naval strike. I think we'll be okay. Let's go and move these guys over, probably over to this side. I guess it's quicker to move this way. I don't know, I'm going the long way here. Just to make it take longer, I suppose. Let's go move these guys over here. Also, we need air bases in the Pacific, too. There's so much to build, guys. We're not going to be even remotely close to being done with everything that we want to get done in time. So I want to say we have an airbase here. We'll get them moving there. But yeah, just a ton of planes that gotta get moved around. So these guys, they can come over here. And I think we can fit one more air wing over there. This is a naval bomber, so let's have them go. You know, we're building all these air bases up still, so we're kind of limited on where we can put the naval bombers for now. These fighters here can go over here. Make sure we take them off those orders. So we can try and build up the fuel reserves a little bit, because that's really what the issue is here. This is getting kind of crazy. But yeah, that's kind of the issue, is the fuel reserves. Move them over there. Take them off their close air support. They need a fighter wing as well. Over here. Yeah, a lot of these I think we'll just move over to France for now. Because, yeah, this is getting kind of time consuming. So just take all these and just move them over to France. And I think that should be it. And we'll just move them over to here. And we'll be able to arrange them from there, I suppose, once we get all these air bases built. Because, yeah, there's a ton of stuff to get there. Also, yeah, the air bases here as well. I haven't built those up yet. I guess we have one here. So we already have air bases all through here. You got one there as well. All right, so the air bases, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, this is probably fine, actually. I don't know if we built... Let me see if I built any. We didn't. All right, so we're good to go. Yeah, I think that's fine for now. And frankly, we're not going to get it done in time anyways. We got just too much stuff that we're currently working on. Do we have all the industrial techs yet? We're currently getting construction, and we still need several industrial techs over here. But I guess we need these passive bonuses over here too, though. So yeah, I suppose we'll work on these for right now. We might actually face some tanks, so that would be helpful. I assume the Americans have tanks. Seeing a lot of infantry over here. Yeah, they're starting to defend their borders now. So yeah, they're gonna defend at least this area here. I'm not seeing any here or here yet. I mean, they have huge borders they have to defend. And just like us, they got to bring all their troops from Asia, of course. And I didn't update this equipment, so let's go and do that. But we're going to be building that so slowly. Due to our, we only have the 5 military factories going towards that. We got the encourage immigration, excellent. So let's go ahead and go after, could get the resource gain efficiency, that's helpful. We're done over here. That's civilian factories and military factories. So that would be useful. Political power, probably not needed right now. Get more communist support, always helpful. I think we might go after the resources, guys. Yeah, let's go after the resource one. I mean, really none of the stuff we actually need. I suppose we could have went for the military and civilian factories instead, but... And that would have been helpful, at least. But the resources, there are several resources that we're going to start running low on soon. Chromium and tungsten. And then, of course, the oil. We just never have enough to fuel our massive military force. It's just never enough. So we could also be training up these ships, though I'm hesitant to do so before the war. And these guys here should probably go into this one. I think I'm going to take one of these destroyers out here. Move them over here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So getting the light cruisers built. I'd like to get another line of light cruisers, actually. Currently I have 3 dockyards going to the submarines. But I'm building more dockyards. But again, this is going to take forever to get these done, so... Yeah, that's going to take quite a while. We're working on the supply hubs first, and those are going to take the longest. I don't even know if we can get them done in time for the war. But you see, we do need them. Or at least our allies will. But yeah, I think that we'll need them. Particularly here, where we have all those tanks that are going to try and burst through here. Yeah, that might be troublesome to do if we lack supply, which you see our allies are pumping troops over here. We might not be able to declare war as soon as we get the war goal. You know, we get that in August, and we will not have those supply hubs built in time. Those will not be done, well, maybe. Pretty close. Okay, so yeah, maybe we'll get those done around the same time. Alright, so that'll work out. But yeah, I really felt like we had to get that. We're not decrypt anybody, so let's decrypt probably the Mexicans. I think that's the only country in their faction, other than the Philippines, of course. So yeah, it makes the most sense to go after Mexico, because we'll be fighting them. Now, will we attempt any naval invasions of Mexico? I don't know. Kind of want to just concentrate on defeating the Americans from our northern invasion. I feel like we can do that. Here, I might just let our allies take care of this. Yeah, because that's going to be a mess. We're not going to make any movement there, and it's just not worth enough points, I think, to be worth the hassle to go after Alaska. Yeah, I just don't think it'll be worth it, guys. Now, as for naval techs, last episode, if you guys recall, we were able to steal a naval tech from the Japanese, and somebody posted this in the comments that this is probably what we got here, was the 300% research bonus for any type of ship. So yeah, I didn't see that. I guess you can also get it for, it's really any naval tech. So we could get like a hull done very quickly, 33 days if we wanted to. We're never going to build in time though, like anything big. I suppose you could go with the 1944 cruiser. Got 300% research bonus there. Whatever we get first, that's what's going to use the bonus. So even going ahead of time, you can get these in 2 months. And then we can get better light cruisers out there. I suppose that makes sense. And then just finish building the ones we're currently working on. And then, yeah, you can get all the other stuff for them and add that to them. So, yeah, I think we will go ahead and do that. I don't know if we'll get the light cruisers done in time. There's no point on getting big ships. We'll never get that done before we defeat the Americans. I mean, really, you can make the argument that none of this is worth it, though. Because, yeah, the American fleet, I think, will be defeated by the time we get any of them. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let's just get past the bonuses, guys. It just doesn't, we'll never get it done in time. Or, you know, equipment that you can add to the current light cruiser model would work as well. I'm not sure which would be better. Because here you got to completely redesign it, kind of. I mean, it saves some of it. Yeah, I think it would be better to just get the equipment and not go for the 1944s. Because, again, I just don't think we'll get it done in time. So, yeah, just add in, like, the armor or better guns. I suppose you can go after the better guns. And then we'll just put that onto our current model of ship. Light cruiser. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Oh yes, I never did put these troops anywhere. Though, of course, we have the equipment problem here, so... Or, excuse me, equipment problem, I meant supply problem. So that's going to cause us some issues. Let's take these guys and put them onto, I think, this army here. There's a lot of mountains there, and then just take, like, one unit that's already over here. And get him joining into this army here. And then you have more troops that we can send over here, so might as well. Let's go and take... I think we'll take all these. Put them over here. We got plenty of space for them all. Let's take these two, bring them over here. And these three, bring them over here. Of course, you know, this is going to be a problem supply-wise until we get that hub built. So the current troops that we're building, I don't think we'll get these done in time for the war. We'll see. I don't think we'll get them over here. But we have, what is it, like 4 full-size armies or something like that invading? That should be enough. Plus we're doing all those naval invasions. So we got the anti-air. Let's go after the next tech. And then we'll want to put those onto our ships. So do we want to only build one more of these each? Let me see, when do we get that tech that we're currently working on? 30 days here. Yeah, I think it might make sense to only build one more of these. Each of them. And then just any extra dockyards can go in the submarines and convoys. Until we have all those techs, and then we'll create an upgrade of them. A subject may soon raise its autonomy. And this was kind of the problem with us taking all that equipment from these countries. You know, we took their equipment, they helped in the war, and thus they are now raising their autonomy. So we should probably try and take that down some. Maybe build up some military factories in both of these areas. Maybe a civilian factory as well or something. I think they take longer though, don't they? So yeah, we'll just do the military factories. And we'll do that. These are all 60%, aren't they? Can we do another one here? We can't. So we'll do one there. And here. And we will get these done eventually. The ones for Poland should probably be moved up the top. I don't want them to break away. At least get like a couple of them done. Yeah, I don't want them raising their autonomy here. We got the advanced radar. Excellent. So now we need to build those radar stations everywhere and put the radar onto our ships, but we'll do the ships once we have that other tech. We can do the radar, get those building up though. And it's unfortunate we can't build it all through here, because that would be helpful. Yeah, they can't do it for the British because they don't have that tech yet. Yeah, we could build all throughout here. Probably should have built it there, but I guess you can't. Yeah, they don't have that tech either. Do we want to build radar over here? I didn't do that yet, didn't I? Yeah, I did not. Alright. Yeah, I guess you can make the argument to do it here as well. And hopefully that'll be enough. I mean, we're never going to get all this built in time. And we could build it over here as well, but man, I don't think we're going to do that. Maybe that one. Well, nope, that's not ours anymore. Yeah, I mean, we're never going to get all this done in time, guys. And we'll adjust this later. We do have a research slot. What did we get? Oh, yeah, we got the radar, of course. So with that, we could go after the atomic research. I don't think we'd ever get nukes in time, guys. I don't think there's any point on getting those. Because, yeah, we're not going to get it in time. So let's just get stuff that's going to help us out. Like, we have not even started on these yet, so that's probably what we should get. Let's get the Field Hospital 3s. I mean, I guess there's some that might be a better choice there, but yeah, it's fine. We also need to get rid of that silent workhorse. Forgot I wanted to do that as soon as we got the 150 political power. We changed up our private fleet, so that cost 100 there. But yeah, let's go for probably either war industrialist or captain of industry. I think would make the most sense here. Supply hub construction speed. Well, that's interesting. It's not going to help us now, I don't think, because we already... Well, I mean, I guess it would help getting those done. I don't know if it's worth it, simply because we've already got them almost done. So I don't think we're going to do that. Let's just go for war industrialist. But yeah, if we had gotten that earlier, it'd be helpful. But yeah, I think we're pretty close to getting done with these. We'll be done in time for the war, and that's what matters. Here's the 29th of July. These ones are in August. So yeah, that'll be soon enough. Soon enough for the conflict, anyways. Which I think is 11th of August is when we get those. 23rd of August is when we're able to start this war. So yeah, we'll have the supply hubs built. Glad we got that started. As you can see, there are definitely supply problems over here. I don't even know if this would be enough to fix the supply problems, honestly. Yeah, because they might be so bad over here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to fix it. Because look at how many troops they're pumping over here. I knew they were going to pump a lot over here, but I didn't know it would be this bad. Good God. We could also put more planes over here. You know what? Actually, it is the end of the episode here, guys. So I'll do all that off camera. I'm going to get more planes put over here in training. And then the planes that we currently have here, I'll go ahead and move them into all these locations. Obviously, we didn't get the air bases built yet. So, I mean, there's still space here for 400 more planes. We've already filled that one up. And I think we're building all across here as well. But yeah, we didn't get any of that done either. But there's maybe some space right here. Yeah, if you can kind of push out your allied planes here, you put some there. And then we'd want to set up naval bombers on these areas to try and bomb the American fleet as much as possible. And I suppose that's what we'll want to take a look at right now, guys, is how big the American fleet is. And as far as their factories and stuff go, it does look like they're about comparable to us. We have more civilian factories. They got more military factories. Obviously, they got like 2 times the dockyards that we do. With the Army, we really don't know. But 2-point-something million manpower is currently deployed. So yeah, 200-something, 300-something divisions, a lot. Ships, 229. And yeah, a ton of planes. I mean, you can expect that. As far as how that compares around the world, though, I guess we can see exactly the ship numbers here. So 15 battleships, 8 carriers, 147 destroyers, 12 heavy cruisers, 41 light cruisers, and 6 submarines. So if you compare that around the world, Canada has 10. Britain has 346. Wow. All right, I didn't realize their fleet was so large at this point. I thought they'd lost a lot to the Japanese. I could have swore they did. But yeah, they had a massive fleet. Then we have 156. Obviously, a big chunk of those are submarines. We are building up the light cruisers, though. We now have 15. Germany has 71, so not a small number of ships here. Soviets have 66. The Italians have 164. Spain has 65. Turkey's got 12. Is there any other notable fleets? I don't think so. Obviously, China doesn't have any. Japan, that's the other country we haven't looked at. 65. So they had about 65 ships remaining at the end of that war. But yeah, when you look at all the fleets of the Comintern, I just don't think that the 229 American ships are going to be that big of an issue, honestly. Should be able to get control of the seas. We've also got plenty of ports to operate around their territory, so we had that advantage as well. The planes, the problem with that's going to be airbase space, so we got to get that built up. But yeah, I see no reason why we can't just declare war in August, and we're going to want to get it started anyways because the winter will be coming. So yeah, we'll declare war in August, and the goal will be to cut off these troops here and get these guys wiped out and to push forward as much as we can everywhere before the winter kind of stalls us a little bit. So yeah, the war against America will start in the next video. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. Just a period of building up and peace and recovering from the last conflict, doing the peace treaty, of course. But if you did enjoy the episode, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Do hope to see you guys on the next one. And thanks for watching.